Hi everyone, I hope you are well and welcome to this video series, which is the art of tasting chocolate. So I know you're probably wondering, oh, what's the big deal, just eat it? But there's actually a way, there's an art form in actually how to appreciate good quality chocolate and how to actually taste it. So I thought I would, we can open up one of our bars and I'll talk you through the process. So I guess to start, about storage and temperature. So you should never store your chocolate in the fridge. So it needs to be in a cool, dry place at about 18 degrees. But if you put it in the fridge, it's going to get some condensation and watermarks on it, so it's not recommended. If there's no other option and you live in a very hot climate, I would suggest prior to eating it, take it out of the fridge and leave it out till it gets to room temp before you actually eat it, because cold chocolate, it makes it hard for you to actually taste the flavor of the chocolate. So that's just a bit about storage. So firstly, what you should do is cleanse your palate. So have a glass of water and have a drink, like especially if you're trying, if you're at a tasting session and you're tasting different varieties, make sure you have a drink of water to cleanse your palate prior to each chocolate. So when you're buying bean to bar chocolate, artisan chocolate, really try and appreciate, first of all, the packaging. We go through a lot of effort to try and make everything beautiful, and it's all handmade and a lot of effort's gone in. So really savor it. Like I see people that just, rip it open, start gobbling away, and they don't actually savor it. So, open it up. As you can see, have a look at the bar. So, you can see a really nice shine to it. It's got a mirror shine. And as soon as I open that, I get a waft of the smell of the chocolate. So it's very chocolate. It's got this cocoa flavor. I can really smell that. So first thing is smell. So prior to you even touching the chocolate, okay, observe it. What do you see? So we can see it's really shiny, and that's how it should be. That's a good temper. And like I said, bring it close to you and really give it a good smell. And that you smelling actually stimulates your taste buds and gets you ready to actually taste. So I'm smelling hints of cocoa and vanilla. And I don't put vanilla in the chocolate, but it's something that you taste, which is amazing. So, okay. My mouth is watering, believe it or not. So that's what smelling does. It's amazing. So next thing is hearing. So giving it a good snap. Okay. So did you hear that? That was you could hear that snap. So a good snap means that it's well tempered. That's how you know it's tempered right. If you don't hear that snap and it's kind of a bit soft, especially if it's a dark chocolate, then that either means the chocolate has been sitting out and it's too warm, or it's been out of temper. So another thing, so we've done that. Next thing, are you a chewer or do you let it melt in your mouth? It amazes me how many people I see that don't actually allow the chocolate to melt in their mouth. They just put it in and chomp, 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 swallow, and it's gone. And watching that, I find that funny, because it's you can't really savor it. And I'm talking about fine quality chocolate. I'm not talking about opening a block of Cadbury and chomping on that. I'm talking about something that's bean to bar, handmade, like our chocolate. So you really need to allow it to melt in your mouth, because your mouth is the perfect vessel for the chocolate to melt slowly and release the flavors. That's how you do it. So I'm just gonna snap a little piece and put it in my mouth, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. Okay, so I might bite it a few times, but then I'm just gonna move it in my mouth and let it melt. You ready? So that was quite pleasant. You know, I could taste some fruitiness, earthy cocoa flavor coming in. That it's just deep, rich, chocolatey. That's kind of what I was tasting. But as you saw, I was moving it around in my mouth, and I wasn't just chomping away and swallowing it. And it really just melted and disappeared on its own. I didn't really need to do anything, and that's how it should be. So what I also noticed was the texture. So texture, it's, you know, is it smooth? Is it grainy? I get a lot from people that our chocolate's very smooth. You know, 3 of our bars have nuts in them, so you'll get that contrast. You know, you'll get the crunchiness of the nuts and then the smooth silkiness of the chocolate. So this is something else to observe. And I guess lastly is the finish. So the finish means how long the taste of the chocolate stays on your palate. So stays in your mouth, on your tongue, how long you keep tasting it. So it's like I've still got chocolate in my mouth. It's still going. So that's just a little snippet. I wanted to show you how it's done, the authentic way. So next time you buy one of our bars or any other bean to bar, something that's really handcrafted and made with love, try and give it a go. Remember, you know, cleanse your palate, give it a good smell, snap, listen for that, let it melt, don't chew, and observe the texture and the finish. And really this is a great way for you to appreciate bean to bar handmade chocolate. So I hope you enjoyed that video.